1,
Good,
4.
good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Given here, given expression is a to the power of 4 plus 6a square b square plus 9b to the power of 4. Okay. So here if you see e to the power of 4 is a perfect square because it can be written as e square square, right? Next you see this term 9b to the power of 4. This 9b to the power of 4 can be written as 3 square b square square, right? And in between we'll write our 6a square b square as it is because we want to check whether this is our 2ab term or not. So this is e square square plus, and you have a plus here. This can be written as 3b square whole square, right? So we have got our e squared term. Okay, this is our e squared term. This is our b squared term. Now we check whether this is our 2ab or not. So what we do is we write 2. A here, if you see, a is a square here, and b square is nothing but b is nothing but 3b square. Okay, we write 2ab. Now we'll see whether we are getting 6a square b square or not. Yes, we are getting 6a square b square. So that means this now can be written as a plus b whole square. Okay, so that means this now can be written as a square plus 3b square into a square plus 3b square. And that is we have factorized this. We have factorized this using which identity? A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Fine. Moving on to the next one. One, 4. Given expression here is x square plus 1 by x square plus 2. Now you see we have our e squared term here. X square can be written as square of x. 1 by x square can be written as the square of 1 by x. See, we already got our a squared term plus b squared term. What is missing here? 2ab. We write 2 as it is in this step. We'll see whether 2 is our 2ab term or not. We already got a square and b square. So next this is a square plus b square plus twice. A here is x. B here is 1 by x. Are we getting 2 from here? Yes, we are getting 2. That means this is our a squared term, this is our b squared term, and this is our 2ab term, which is equal to a plus b whole square. So therefore this in the next step we can write this as a plus b whole square. Why a plus b? Because there is a plus 2ab here. If it was a minus 2ab, then we would have written a minus b whole square. And the last one from this set, one 5, given expression is x square plus x plus 1 4. See, first you locate which are your perfect squares. Which are your perfect squares? X square is a perfect square, can be written as the square of x, right? Now x is not a perfect square, so we write x as it is. Plus 1 4. 1 4 is a perfect square because it can be written as square of half. So we have got our a squared term and we have got our b squared term. Now is this 2ab term? or not, we shall check in the next step. So this is our a squared term. So we write this as 2, a here is x, b here is half, and b square we write as it is. Now we check whether we are getting from this, we are getting this or not. Yes, we are getting, because 2 and 2 will cancel to get x only. So therefore, this is our a square plus 2ab plus b square form, and therefore we can write this as a plus b whole square, which can be written as repeated factor x plus half into x plus half. That's it. Okay. So remember, we have not used the difference of square, but mainly what is important for you is the difference of squares. Okay. That you must be good with, on which all the problems are based. Most of the problems are based on this formula. Now in this section, we are not only going to use a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. We are going to use these two definitely. But what mainly we are going to use in this exercise is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. This identity we are going to use in this exercise mostly. In the previous exercise, we used these two to factorize. Now we shall use the third one. Okay. So let's see. Look at the first one, the most simple one, 2, 1. Given expression here is 4p square minus 9. Now see, 4p square can be written as, 4 is a perfect square, so it can be written as 2 square, and p square you write. Also you see that 9 is also a perfect square, it can be written as 3 square. Now you see that 2 square p square can be written as 2p whole square, and 3 square we write as it is. Now you see this is of the form a square minus b square. This is, right, the identity a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Now if you compare this with this, you see that a here is 2p and b here is 3, right? So since this is of the form a square, and you see definitely you see a minus sign here. Okay, so this is of the form a plus b into a minus b. So a here is 2p plus b here is 3 into a here is 2p minus b. So that means now we have got two factors, 2p plus 3 and 2p minus 3. So therefore this expression has been factorized into two factors, 2p plus 3, 2p minus 3. Okay. Let us see the next one. Three, 1. Given expression is 9x square y square minus 25. See, 9 is a perfect square. We can write this as 3 square. X square you write as it is. Y square you write as it is. And 25 can be written as 5 square. So now 3x square y square can be written as the square of 3xy minus 5 square. Now you see again, here a is 3xy and b is 5. This is of the form a square minus b square, right? Where a here is how much? 3xy. So a plus b into a minus b. And that is these are the required factors. Okay. Remember, this minus sign is very important. Okay. This minus sign here, this minus sign, this minus sign. Okay. This minus sign indicates that this is of the form a square minus b square. Next, let us see 3, 2.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, 11.2, 9 number 2.
Okay, I'm coming to that. Is it solved
Okay,
here?
sir.
Is it solved here?
Sir, I have not seen it, sir.
Tell me 11,
Sir,
11 part 2.
11.2, part 2, 9, part, sir, 8, part 2, sorry, 8, part 2.
This one. This sum. Check.
8, part 2. No, sir, no, sir. It's not that.
Okay. Then you send me the sum after some time. I'll ask you for the sum. Okay.
Okay, sir, thank you.
3, 2. You have 16x square minus 1 by 144. 16 is the perfect square, so it can be written as 4 square. And 1 by 144, you know 1 by 44 is a perfect square, is 12 square. Now 4 square x square can be written as the square of 4x, and 1 by 12 square can be written as the square of 1 by 12. Now this is the difference of two squares. You have a square minus b square form, where a is 4x and b is 1 by 12. So you get 4x plus 1 by 12 into 4x minus 1 by 12. Okay, that's it. Moving on to the next one. 4, 2. Given expression here is 9 by 16 minus 25 a square b square. See that 9 is a perfect square, can be written as 3 square, and 16 is also a perfect square, can be written as 4 square, minus 25 a square b square. 25 is also a perfect square, can be written as 5 square. Okay. So now what happens? 3 square by 4 square can be written as square of 3/4, and 5a square b square can be written as 5ab whole square. Now this is again a difference of two squares, where a is 3 by 4 and b is 5ab. So 3/4 plus 5ab, a plus b into a minus b. Fine. Moving on to the next one. I1. Given expression is 2a plus 3b whole square minus 16c square. See, this is already a perfect square because it is raised to the power 2, right? The only question is this. So what you do is you write this as it is, 2a plus 3b whole square minus 16 can be written as 4 square, and c square we write as it is. So you have 2a plus 3b whole square, and 4 square c square can be written as the square of 4c, right? So now that means now this has become a difference of two squares. So because there is a square here and there's a square here and there's a minus sign, right? So what you do is you say
Ơi,
let
ơi, I'm going to look at this.
2a plus 3b is equal to, let's say, x. Therefore, given expression becomes, we have substitute this for x. So let's write this as x square minus, and here we have 4c square. So this part becomes your x, and this we write as it is, 4c square. So this is now a difference of two square. That means this can be written as x plus 4c into x minus 4c. Now what is x? Put back the value of x. X here is 2a plus 3b. And in the second one, again you put back the value of x minus 4c. So you have 2a plus 3b plus 4c into 2a plus 3b minus 4c. And these are the required factors. Okay.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, it's important that we have to let
2a plus 3b is equal to
the
x.
expression. We can directly do.
Yes, you can do directly.
Sir,
I have done directly. If you see, I have done directly in the notes. Here I am showing you just for explanation.
okay, sir.
5-2. Given expression is 1 minus b minus c whole square. You see, 1 is a perfect square, can be written as 1 square minus b minus c whole square. Now, if I say let a is equal to b minus c, therefore, now our given expression becomes 1 square, and this part we have taken as a, right? So now this is a difference of two squares, 1 square minus a square. So 1 plus a into 1 minus a. Now you put the value. 1 plus a here is b minus c, and a here is b minus c. Now you open the brackets within the curly brackets. 1 plus b minus c, and here you have, because there's a minus sign outside the bracket, sign will change once you open the bracket. So from minus c it will become plus c. So what are the factors? 1 plus b minus c into 1 minus b plus c. Okay, that's it. So the next one, here is 6-1, I think. Given expression is equal to 9x plus y whole square minus x square. 9 is a perfect square, you can write it as 3 square. And x is also a perfect square. X square is a perfect square, you can write this as a square of x. So now what happens? You can write thrice x plus y as a perfect square in this way, and write x as it is. Now what you do, you can say let z is equal to thrice x plus y. So therefore given expression becomes z square minus x square, right? So which is z plus x into z minus x. Put the value of z. The value of z is 3 into x plus y plus x, and put the value of z in the second one also, thrice x plus y minus x. So we get here 3x plus 3y plus x, 3x plus 3y minus x. Now see, each of the expression within the curly bracket can be simplified further. These two are like terms, right? So you can write this as 4x plus 3y, and 3x minus x is 2x, and plus 3y we write as it is. Therefore the factorization is 4x plus 3y into 2x plus 3y. That's it. Fine. So moving on to the next
So I
problem.
have one doubt.
Tell
So
me.
I have one doubt.
Tell me.
So how did we got y?
From where? Which one? Which step? Tell me.
Uh, so the curly bracket step, where did we start from? 3D in bracket open x plus y, bracket closed,
Hmm.
x.
This one, this step
So
you're
that's
talking about.
not this step.
Hmm.
No, sir. The other one.
This step.
Below.
Oh,
Given
this,
expression is equal to z square minus x square and
Hmm.
below that. So,
this is a
curly
square.
bracket.
This is a square minus b square form, right? What
Yes,
is a
sir.
square minus
Yes,
b
sir.
square? A plus b into a minus b. So
Yes, sir.
a here is z and x here is b. So this is why a plus b into a minus b. Clear?
Yes,
Uh,
sir. Yes, sir.
So moving on to the next one is 7-1. Given expression is 25 a plus b whole square minus 16 a minus b whole square. See that 25 with a perfect square can be written as 5 square a plus b whole square. 16 is a perfect square can be written as 4 square a minus b square. That means now 5 square a plus b whole square can be written as the square of 5 into a plus b. And similarly, 4 square a minus b whole square can be written as the square of 4 times a minus b, right? So now here we let x is equal to 5 times a plus b. That is, this one we consider as our x. This one we consider as our y. So y is equal to 4 times a minus b. So therefore, what is the given expression become? Given expression becomes x square minus y square. So which is x plus y into x minus y. Now x here is, put the value back, 5 times a plus b. This is the value of x. What is the value of y here? 4 a minus b. For x minus y, again, you have 5 times a minus b minus 4 a minus b. Now you simplify. Within the curly bracket, you simplify. You have,
Sir,
tell me.
sir, I am saying that we have to write the formula by which the expression is satisfying.
You don't have to write.
Okay, sir.
5a plus, now if you multiply this, 5 into a plus 5 into b. 5 into b plus 4a, and you have minus 4b because there's a minus sign here, minus 4b. Again here 5a and then minus 5b. Now minus, see, minus 4 into plus a will give you a minus 4a, and minus a minus will combine to give you a plus 4b. Now you simplify within the curly brackets. You have 5a here and you have 4a here. So this becomes 5 plus 4, 9a. You have 5b here minus 4b here. 5 minus 4 becomes simply 1. So this is plus b. And here, what are the like terms? 5 minus 4. The 5 minus 4 is will give you 1, which is a simply. And minus 5 plus 4 will give you a minus 1. So this is a minus b. So what are the factors? 9a plus b into a minus b. These two are the factors. Okay. Yes. Now, who was saying about number 8? Tell me which sum you want. Tell me the sum.
Yes, sir, I am saying. Sir, the sum is ax plus by whole square.
Ax plus by whole square
Yes, sir. Plus bx minus ay whole square.
plus bx minus ay whole square.
Whole square. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So what we do here is You see, this is a perfect square. So I say let
Yes,
P
sir.
is equal to ax plus by. And let us say q is equal to bx minus ay. Why did I take p and q? Because a and b were already here, ax, by were already here, ax, by were already here. So I took something different. Okay. So therefore, given
Okay,
expression
sir.
becomes, this with this we have taken as p, so this becomes p square. This is ax plus bi plus bx minus ay or minus.
Sir, minus. Sir, I'm seeing it. Sir, it's ax plus by whole square plus bx minus ay whole square.
I think I've shown you this. This is from the grouping of terms. I've already shown you this question. Anyway, this is not from difference of square that I'm doing. So very quickly, you expand this by a plus b whole square formula. I've already shown you this sum. Only yesterday I showed you. So this is your a square plus b square plus 2ab, expansion of a plus b whole square
Yes, sir.
plus, and now you expand the second one also by a minus b whole square. So a square plus b square minus twice a here is bx, b here is ay. Now you simplify, ax whole square is a square x square, by whole square is b square y square, and this is plus twice abxy plus, here you get again bx whole square is b square x square, a square y square, ay whole square is a square y square, and this is minus twice abxy. Now you open the brackets. You can keep this also within brackets, plus b square y square plus twice abxy plus, because there's a plus sign here, the signs will not change inside this bracket, plus b square x square plus a square y square minus 2abxy. So what will happen? These two will cancel. So only left with these four. Only these four you are left with, right? Now the question is which two you should group together, right? So these two you cannot group because these two you are getting from here only, right? That means your next hint is the grouping these two, right? So you take them together, a square x square plus b square x square, right? And you take these two together, b square y square and a square y square. No need to put brackets at first. If you want, you can put, but in the notes I have put the bracket first, but it is not absolutely necessary. You can put the brackets later on also. Now from these two, you can take out the HCF x square. What are you left with? From a square x square, you're taking out x square. That means you're dividing by a square x square by x square.
Yes,
So
sir.
you get a square.
Sir, it will be a square plus b
Plus,
square.
yes, from b square x square, you're taking out x square. So this will be simply b square. Similarly here, you can take out y square. So you
Sir,
get
b
b
square
square
plus a
plus
square.
a square. Okay, so this is x square into a square plus b square plus y square. This also is a square plus b square, right? And in the last step, you can take, because you are getting this same a square plus b square, you can take this out, a square plus b square. So therefore, from this entire term, if you take out a square plus b square, what are you left with? X square. And from this entire term, you're taking out a square plus b square, you're left with plus y square. That's it. These are the two factors. But this is not from difference of two squares. Anyway, continuing with the where I left. Eight one. Given expression, here is x cube minus 25x. See here, x cube is not a perfect square. 25 is a perfect square, but x is not a perfect square. Is this a square? No, this is not a square, right? So therefore, what you can do here is An additional step is that you can take the HCF of these two out first. You see an x cube here and you see an x here. So you can take one x out. You take one x out. What are you left with? X square minus, and from 25x you're taking out x, you're left with 25. Now you see 25x, this is a perfect square and this is also a perfect square because 25 is 5 square. So now keeping x, the first one x as it is, you can write this as x square minus 5 square, which is x into, this is a square minus b square form, a plus b into a minus b. Okay, no questions here. Start with the next one. 8.2. 8.2 is a similar problem. We have 63 p square q square minus 7. Now you see in both the terms, 63 is not a perfect square, neither is 7, right? So what you see is the 7 into 9 is 63. That means 7 and 9 have an HCF, right? And what is the HCF of 7 and 9? It is 7. So you take out 7 and you cannot take out anything else. Now once you take out 7 from 63 p square q square, what are you left with? 9 p square q square. And here from 7 you are taking out 7, so you are only left with a 1. So 7. Now 9 p square q square can be written as 3 square p square q square. And 1 can be written as 1 square. So now what you can write here is 3 p square q square can be written as the square of 3pq minus 1 square. I see the expression within the curly brackets is of the form a square minus b square. So you can write this as 7 into a plus b. A here is 3pq plus b. B here is 3, a here is 3pq, a minus b. And these are the factors. Okay. So one more. Now the next one is a little higher level problem. Okay. So you need to be a little careful. Let me just start explaining. Maybe I'll continue in the next class. Given expression here is x square minus y square minus 2y minus 1. This is given. Now see, it contains 4 terms. The first thing that should come to your mind is whether I can group. So you see that x square and y square have nothing in common. Neither have 2y and 1, right? So if you cannot take anything out from the first two and the last two. Now you try x square and 2y. You see you cannot take out anything from these two also. You cannot take out anything from these two also, right? So therefore now what should I do? Now what you must very keenly observe in this kind of a problem is that this is, you see this term here, you see this 2 here. This refers to the fact that this 2 means this is a 2ab. That means if this is a 2ab, there must be an a square also and there must be a b square also. So which is our b square? Which is our a square? See, there's a 2ab. So if you take, suppose a as y, then this must be your a square term, right? What about a b? So b, either here this is x square is your b or this is your b square, isn't it? So what you do here is x square looks like a b square, but if you see 2ab here, 2y here can be written as twice of this y here and this 1 here, right? So what you do here is once you see a 2 there, you try to break this up twice into y into 1. So this we have broken up as 2ab and you write this as it is, right? Now we need a square and a b square. So you see a here is this and b here is this. But what about the signs? So what you do is you write this as x square minus and you introduce a curly bracket, right? And because you are introducing a bracket here, y square, all the signs within this sign will change to a plus sign. Twice into y into 1. This sign here will also change to a plus sign. Clear? Now you see this expression that we get is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So that in the next step, I can write this as x square minus a, a here is y and b here is 1. So now you see this is a difference of 2 square because x can be written as x square and y plus 1 can be written as. So this is of the form a square minus b square, where a here is x and b here is y plus 1. Okay, that's it. So I'll continue with this sum in the next class. Fine.